Going back all the way to 1997, the Plymouth Whalers enjoyed decent success playing in the Ontario Hockey League for 18 years. They won the Western Division title 9 different times and won the J. Ross Robinson Cup, or the OHL Cup, in 2006-2007, defeating the Sudbury Wolves in 6 games before moving on to the Memorial Cup Finals, where they lost to the Vancouver Giants. Former alumni of the Whalers include NHLers David Legwan, Justin Williams, and current captain of the Dallas Stars, Tyler Seguin. On January 14, 2015, the Plymouth Whalers were bought and relocated to Flint, Michigan, and renamed the Flint Firebirds. After a disappointing inaugural season, which saw the Firebirds only winning 20 games, they looked to bounce back and find success in the 2016-2017 season. With new owner Justin McKenzie and new coach Ryan Olahan, can the Firebirds improve and make the playoffs for the first time in franchise history? Hello everybody, my name is Jmack Gaming, and welcome to a new series here. And we are playing Franchise Hockey Manager 3. And we are taking a team over that is close to home. We're taking a team that I've actually worked with and within this past season for them, the Flint Firebirds. We're taking over the Flint Firebirds. It's going to be a fun little series. We're going to try to see if we can improve not only from the last years where they only won 20 games, but we're going to try to improve on this year, the in real life season. We're starting in the game 2016-2017, but that season in real life just ended. We won 35 games? 32 games? One of the two. We made the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, coming in 7th place in the West, before losing in 5 to the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. So we're going to try to look to improve on that. If we don't improve on that, I'd like to improve on 20 games, see if we can go from there. The rosters are up to date according to the last game that we played. So there was a different team opening day when this roster, the database was out, so I had to make some moves beforehand. So let's go over the line setup on the team right now. On the first line, we have, let's go like this. On the first line, we have left winger Mauricio Coelho. Let's look at his ratings. Let's do it like that. He's a two-way forward. We got him from North Bay for a couple draft picks. Decent all-around player. Got a little bit of strength. Just 11s all the way around. He had 25 points at his time in Flint after the trade. So we'll see if he can improve on that. Let's go back to roster. The right winger on his on the first line, Cole Sherwood. Cole Sherwood, we got him from London a couple games into the season. He's a good all-around player offensively. He also has a contract with the Columbus Blue Jackets, a 3-year entry-level deal where the Columbus could actually take him up and promote him whenever. So Sherwood's not actually going to be, he might not be on the roster all year. So we won't see if he doesn't get pulled up. Next year, I think, is his last year. He's an overager. He's already 19. When you hit 2021, I think you're done on the OHL. And the center on the first line, Ryan Moore, 19-year-old playmaker or offensive forward. Last year, he had 48 points. This year, in real life, 90. So this kid is he stepped up this year. And rating-wise, let's look. He's got a lot of speed. He's only 5'9", 170. Offensively, good player, team player. Face-offs, decent. If we're looking for success, we need success from Ryan Moore and Cole Sherwood. Cole Sherwood, actually, he's got one of the most beautiful shots I've ever seen. So hopefully these two can not only gel in real life next year, but gel this year in this game. Who do I got on the... Okay, Peters and Henderson. Okay. So the first line defenseman, Captain Alex Peters. This is his last year. He is an overager. Ratings-wise, he is a very good defensive player. 13s, 14s. He's a very good defensive defenseman. And our other defenseman on the line, 20-year-old, another overager, Matthew Henderson. He's an offensive defenseman, not a very good defensive one, but he's got the passing and the shooting range. Guy can score some goals from the point. So Peters and Henderson, I think, are going to be a good, solid number 1 and 2. Kerwin Clark. All right. So the left winger on line number 2, Luke Kerwin, who battled with some injuries this year. But hey, this is a video game. Hopefully that doesn't happen in this one. Another solid all-around left winger, just like Coella. Maybe Kerwin and Coella will switch every once in a while. He's only 18. I think he was in the Detroit Red Wings preseason camp, so he's actually got some interest from other teams. So hopefully he can keep this up. The center for the second line, overager and assistant captain Everett Clark. He's game stats wise and another average player, decent defensive center. So he's a two-way forward. Hopefully he can shoot a range at a 4, which is I don't agree with, but hopefully he can find the net a few times. And our right winger on the second line, Dallas Stars just signed him to a 3-year entry level. So I don't know if he's gonna have the contract. No, he does not. I might have to look at that. But he just signed to Dallas for a 3-year entry level. Nicholas Camano. He's got a few years left in the juniors, which is really good. He was just drafted last year in the 5th round to Dallas, and they just signed him. All around decent player. He might actually come up to the first line to go with Moore and Sherwood. I don't know how this is going to work out. Right now, the lines are set how they were if all the injuries and everything, if I ran the team. So, and the defenseman on the second line, Jalen Samaric. Oh, that's not what I wanted, Jalen. Sorry, buddy. Ratings. It says he's a defensive defenseman. I think he's more offensive than anything. He's a very good goal scorer. Last year he played with Oshawa, only scored 5 goals, but this year I think he had 6 or 7. Yeah. He signed with Arizona, so he's on Arizona's entry level. So again, Samara Camano and Sherwood might not be with the team all year, so that's something we have to learn to deal with. And the other defenseman, 16-year-old, second-round draft pick in the OHL draft this year, Dennis Busby. He's not all the way there right now, but I think he will develop into a great defenseman. Kid's got potential, and I think he will be a great kid. Great player in his future. Defensive defenseman right now. His major role, supplementary role prospect. Again, more of a defensive right now than anything. Looking at the roster, let's look at the strategy. Third line, Phibbs, Clark, Delandria. The left winger, Jack Phibbs, 17-year-old. He's just a two-way forward. He's got a little bit of puck. He's got passing and puck handling, offensive read. He's a decent player. Won't get in fights. Temperament really good. So that'll be good for a third liner. Our center on the third line, the first round pick for the Flint Firebirds in the OHL draft this year, number 5 overall, Ty Delandria. Gonna be a star right now, I'm telling you. Right now, all around good stats. He might take Clark's position depending on how they simulate. I don't know how that's gonna work out right now. Right now, I got Delandria on the 3rd. I like Delandria on the. I don't know. I think he'll be a second line center at the end of the year, depending on how fast he develops. And the other guy on the right and the third line, the right winger, CJ Clark, we got him from the Peterborough Petes for our draft pick. An average two-way forward right winger on the third line. And the defenseman, we have a left winger, Michael Steinecker. We got him in the CHL import draft this year. Tall kid, good defender. That's basically what we need right now. And the third line defenseman. The other one, we have Fedor Gordiev, who came in from the Hamilton Bulldogs in the preseason. I think we got him. 6'5", 207, defensive defenseman. An average guy right now, but I think he will develop into something good. We got him and our starting goaltender from Hamilton for our leading goal scorer from last year, William Bitton. So we got to keep an eye on William Bitton. I would like to bring him back. He's a Montreal Canadiens prospect. I like him. I think he's going to be a good player in the future, but we'll see. Roster, let's look at our fourth line. Our fourth line, left winger Ryan Littlejohn. Basically, just a guy out there just to put the body on people, get some checks. 12 hitting, 10 defensive read, 11 fighting. Guy will get into 13 aggression, 7 temperament. He will get into some fights this year. Center Hunter Holmes, 16-year-old. He was also in the OHL priority draft. Good against. I guess our scouts think he's gonna be good. 5-star. The game thinks he's gonna be a 2.5 star. So, yeah, decent. Look at these stats already. He's already a decent player. It looks like in OHL standards. And the right wing for the fourth line, I think I have Jake Durham on the fourth line. Two-way forward, decent. I mean, I think he's way better than the stats portray him as, but I'm not gonna edit him. I'm not gonna edit these stats right now. And our starting goalie, Connor Hicks, like I said, we got him from Hamilton for William Bitton with Fedor Gordiev. Stats, average, 12, 11s, 10s. And our backup is Garrett Forrest. Probably, a little worse. Again, average. Goaltending, I think, is our weakest point in this save is going to be. I don't know how this is going to work. We got a decent offensive team, decent defensive. Hopefully our goalies can pick up and help our team and lead them to victory. And our guys that we have right now scratched. Left defenseman Samuel Duchesne, who might get some playing time. Not a very good offensive player, but he's out there just to hit people. Him and Steinecker might switch in and out. We have the right defenseman, son of the former owner of the Flint Firebirds. In real life, he's still the owner, but in this save, this reality, he's not. We have Håkan Nielsen. Again, damn, the game did him dirty. Sorry, Håkan, you might not see any playing time this year. We have left winger Jacob Collins, who scored 18 points last year for us. Yeah, probably won't see much playing time, Mr. Collins, unless someone gets hurt. And our center, who scratched, Cullen Mercer, average. Yeah, so that's why he scratched. He's kind of average. I think we also have some other guys that let's look. Johnstone Johnson, Cullen Mercer. Oh, I guess we still have Mercer. Snitsky, Keenan Reynolds. So that is our roster. That is the team. And that is it. That was episode 1. This is going to be episode 1, just the history of the team, the Firebirds and the Whalers, and how the Firebirds came about, and the rundown of the lines in the team. Hopefully you guys are ready for episode 2. If this video gets, let's say, 10 likes, that's a little goal for my channel. 10 likes in 24 hours, or as soon as it gets 10 likes, I'll upload the next video. And I'll see you guys for episode 2, where we start playing in the preseason, where we take on Owen Sound in game number 1. See you guys. Thank you for everything. See you. Bye.